Well, very good afternoon to everyone. So today let us discuss about how to create a sorted linked list. So yesterday and we have a day before class we have seen how to create a stack using linked list, how to create a queue using linked list. So these two programs we have already discussed. Today, let me discuss with you how we can generate a sorted linked list, how to create a sorted linked list. Okay, so is my voice clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
సార్ క్లియర్ గానే
Okay,
ఉంది సార్.
Yes, sir.
okay, ma'am, thank you. Hmm. Please, screen is also visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
సార్
Fine. Thank you so much. Now, see this, the similar example, similar structure I have taken here. So to generate a sorted list, so let us see how we can have the sorted list. How can we generate a sorted list here? Okay. Now, say again, in this particular program, we are going to take this. The same structure which we are discussing from 2 days. So which stores a name and a phone number. It is going to store a name and a phone number here. Okay. Now, so the head pointer is assigned to null and the tail is also assigned to null. The two pointers which you are taking are assigned to null values. Okay, initially. Then we have the similar type of menu which is going to display. So we have the insert function, remove function, and display function, which are the prototypes we have discussed here, we have declared here. Then the same type of menu which we are dealing with the last two classes is taken. So inserting a node, deleting a node, and viewing a node here. Then we need to enter a choice. Basing upon the choice, if it is 1, the node is inserted. If it is 2, the node is removed. And if it is 3, so entire list will be displayed. So that is what we are going to do. Now, see here, now for suppose I want to insert a node. So when I want to insert a node, so first I'm creating a node here. A node is created uh, where it is pointing to this one. The P is pointing to this node here. So P is pointing to this node. One node is created. Now I need to enter some values here. So I'm going to enter some value. So let us assume it is BBB, and we have some phone number, some 222 number which is entered. Then this value, the P of next, is stored with null value. P of next is stored with null value. Then I say is head is equals to null. Yes, head is null. Then P as well as tail will be pointing to this P here. Both head as well as tail will be pointing to the same node. Both will be pointing to the same node. So the null value is removed. Okay. And both tail as well as head will be pointing to the same new node which has been created. So once it is created, you will go back from here itself You don't come to the else if part. So we will discuss what happens in the else if part now. So for suppose another node is declared, another node is created. Now this time this new node is created. So as per the convenience, just I'm using like this. Okay, so this time, though this contains values a and some 111. So why I have taken this here as now, because it is a sorted list, this node has to become first node. Okay, now see here, it comes again to this part, is head is equals to null. No, head is not equal to null. Then it comes here, is strcmp of p name comma head name less than or equal to 0. What is p name? P name is AAA and head name is BBB. So strcmp of AAA comma BBB less than or equal to 0. Is it true or false? So it is true. It is true because AAA will come before BBB. So that's the reason why. So it is true. Then this node should become the first node, means it should be added before this one. I hope you understood that point here, why I have done this, that if strcmp of AAA comma BBB less than or equal to 0, then P next is equals to head. So P next is equals to what is there in head? The address of BBB. The address of BBB is there in P next. So now both will be pointing to this one. Okay. Head points to this one, this address, this particular node. No, the address of this node will be stored here, and then head is equals to P. No, head becomes P. So P, because it is pointing to this node, no, head becomes P. So like that we have linked it. Understood or not, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Ma, Advinda?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after this, again it will go back. It will go back because it doesn't come to the other two parts here. Okay. Now assume that now for suppose uh, this is some DDT already existing. For suppose it is existing, and assume this is as an assumption, means I'm discussing with you the all possible cases which we have. All possible cases we have. Now for suppose the list is like that, and now I just want to add a new node. I just want to add a new node. That new node is this one. That new node is this one. So this contains now EEE some 555. No, this is pointing to this one. A new node is created. It contains null. The next portion of this one contains null. Now again it comes back, is head is equals to null, false. Then strcmp of p name, means we are just checking whether I have to add it to the front of the list or not. I'm just checking here whether I have to suppose I need to add it to the front of the list or not. I'm checking here. Okay, so is strcmp of p name. P name is EEE, comma head AAA less than or equal to 0. So it is not less than or equal to 0. When EE comma AAA is compared, you will get a value which is greater than 0. So it is greater than 0, then it comes to the if else part. So first it will check whether it is the first node. No, it is not is the first node. Then it will check whether I have to add it to the front of the list. No. Then I am checking whether I can add it to the end of the list. Okay, at the end of the list. So strcmp of p name comma tail pointing to name greater than 0. So what is p name? EEE comma what is the tail name? Tail name is DDD. EE comma DDD greater than 0. Yes, E is greater than 0. So when it is greater than 0, then I am saying tail next is equals to P. Actually, tail next is actually containing null. I forgot to mention it. Tail next is containing P. Now what I am doing here is in the tail next, I am storing the address of P, the address of the node P. Okay, then I made tail is equals to P. So I made tail equals to P. Then another node is added. So three different cases we have discussed now. One is if the node comes before the first node, if no node is there, then we created the first node. If the node is to be added to the front of the list, then I have checked it. If the node is added to the end of the list, then also I have checked it and I have added it. Okay, these all are okay. Next, the possibility you might be thinking now, what suppose if the node is at the, I need to add it to the middle of the list. So if suppose I just want to add the node to the middle of the list, means if suppose it is existing somewhere between, somewhere it comes between here. So then how we are supposed to add it? Now assume that T is pointing here. This is T, the new node which is created. Okay. Now assume that this contains the information CCC some 333. The next value is null. Now I need to add it between DBB and DDD now. Clearly, if it is in sorted order, I need to add between BBB and DDD. Means the next part of this BBB should contain the address of CCC, and the next pointer of P should contain the address of DDD. So let us check now how we are going to next how we are going to link us. We will check now. So first we will check whether head is equals to null. Yes, head is not equal to null. Then is strcmp of p name comma head name less than or equal to 0. P name is CCC comma AAA less than or equal to 0. False. Then it comes here is strcmp of p name comma tail name greater than 0. P name is CCC, tail name is EEE. So CCC comma EEE greater than 0. This is also false. Then it comes to this else part now. Then it comes to the else part. In the else part, first I am assigning a pointer T. I'm assigning a pointer T to head. I'm assigning pointer T to head. This is what the head node I'm assigning. Then while strcmp of T next name. See, this is what you need to understand. You may get little bit confused, but don't please observe what I have done here. T next name. What is T next? Okay, T is pointing to head node. T next means this one, the BBB node. Okay, so T next, what is the next pointer? The address means what is next contains? T next contains the address of BBB. And in that name, so T next name, the meaning of the address of BBB. Okay, is T next name, comma, T name less than or equal to 0. What is T next name? BBB, strcmp of BBB, comma, CCC less than 0. Is it true or false? It is true. BBB, comma, CCC less than or equal to 0. It is true. Then I am saying T is equals to T next. So while contains only one statement, that I have not included any braces. Now T will be pointing to this one. Okay, understood this point, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is very important in this. Okay, that's why. Again, I repeat once again, just see. First, what I am doing, it has come to the else part. P is assigned to head. strcmp of T next name. What is T next name? T next means the address of BBB and the name here, BBB. T next name, BBB, comma, P name, CCC less than or equal to 0. True. Then T is equals to T next. So T is equals to T next. T next contains address of BBB. It is now pointing this to this one. Again, it will go back while strcmp of T next name. What is T next name? T next and name. T next name, that is DDD. So strcmp of DDD, comma, P name. Okay, P name is CCC. DDD, comma, CCC less than or equal to 0. Now it is false. Now you observe that it is false. Then T is equal to T not, T of next will not be executed. So this statement won't be executed here. Okay, this statement won't be executed. So it remains. So now the T will be pointing to BBB. Now I am saying T next is equals to T next. P next is equal to what T next contains? The address of DDD. The address of DDD. So P of next is equals to, this is P of next is equals to T of next. Now P next is equals to T next. So what we have done, T next is equals to T next. What T next contains? Sorry, T next contains. I'm sorry, T next contains address of DDD. Now I have assigned this one. P next contains T next. The null will be removed here. The null will be removed, and T next is T next. What T next actually containing? T next containing the address of DDD. It is stored. Then T next is equals to P. What is T next? This one. T next is equals to P. Now this link will be where T next should contain P. See here how nicely the list has been linked. Now it is coming to the here from A to BBB, then going to CCC. Of course, I need to rotate it. Okay. So just once again, I repeat it. Once again, I repeat it. So T is pointing to first head, T is pointing to head. While strcmp of T next name. T next name means T of next is the address of BBB. Then T next name is BBB, comma, CCC. Okay, less than or equal to 0. True. So BBB, comma, CCC less than or equal to 0 is true. Then T is equals to T next. So T next contains the address of BBB. So now T will be pointing to this one. Then again strcmp of T next name. T next name is DDD because T next contains the address of DDD. Okay, so P next name comma P next P name is CCC. DDD comma CCC less than or equal to 0 is false. Then the T is equals to T of next won't be executed. Now it comes to these two statements. So here P next. So P next is this one. P next is equals to T next. What is T next contains the address of DDD. The address of DDD. Now the address of DDD will be stored in this. The address of DDD will be stored in this. Then I said T next is equals to P. What is T next? This one. T next is equals to P. So it should contain P now. So it should point to P. It is pointing to P. Now the list has been linked. Okay, without any problem. Then still you can observe that the list is in the sorted form. Got it? Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Fine.
సార్
Yes, please.
సార్ అక్కడ టెక్స్ట్ డాట్ నెక్స్ట్లో అడ్రస్ వస్తుంది కదా సార్, ఇంకోటి పి నేమ్ అంటే నేమ్ వస్తుంది, ఒకటి అడ్రస్ ఇంకోటి నేమ్ వస్తుంది. దాన్ని ఈ జీరో తోటి ఎలా కంపేర్ చేస్తాం సార్? ఒకటి క్యారెక్టర్ స్ట్రింగ్, ఇంకొకటి అడ్రస్ న్యూమరికల్ ఫార్మాట్.
Come again అమ్మా. ఒక్కసారి మళ్ళీ చెప్పండి.
ఎలా కంపేర్ చేస్తాం?
ఒక్కసారి మళ్ళీ చెప్తాలి.
టీ డాట్ నెక్స్ట్ సార్
T next name అంటున్నాను.
అడ్రస్ వస్తుంది సార్. ఓకే సార్.
T next name అంటాను. ఇప్పుడు T next అంటే అడ్రస్. ఓకే,
సార్ అడ్రస్.
T next అంటే అడ్రస్.
P
ఆ
name,
అడ్రస్
sir.
దగ్గర నేమ్.
ఓకే.
నేను అడ్రస్ తీసుకోవట్లేదు అక్కడ. T next అంటే
Name
అడ్రస్ అమ్మా. T next అంటే
sir.
నెక్స్ట్ నోడ్ తాలూకు అడ్రస్ ఉంది. ఓకే, T next అంటే నెక్స్ట్ నోడ్ తాలూకు అడ్రస్ ఉంది. ఆ అడ్రస్ దగ్గర నేమ్.
నేమ్ ని జీరోతో కంపేర్ చేయాలా సార్ అక్కడ?
అలా కాదమ్మా. strcmp ఫంక్షన్ ఏం చేస్తుంది? మనం
టూ క్యారెక్టర్ బస్ కంపేర్ చేస్తాం.
strcmp టూ స్ట్రింగ్స్ ని కంపేర్ చేస్తుంది. కంపేర్
Yes,
చేస్తే
sir.
మనకి ఏమొస్తుంది? సో if
Zero.
both strings are equal, both strings are same, it will return 0.
ఎస్ సార్.
If the first string is less than second string, less than in the sense in the alphabetical order, if one comes before another, then it will return a value which is less than 0.
ఓకే సార్.
So if it is greater, then it will return greater than 0. So now here what I am doing here is I am comparing what is the return value of that strcmp function. strcmp ఏం రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది? ఇప్పుడు రెండు ఈక్వల్ అనుకోండి, మనకి ఏం రిటర్న్ చేస్తున్నది? 0 రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది. అవునా?
ఎస్ సార్.
0 ఈక్వల్ టు 0 అంటున్నా. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇక్కడ నేను చేశాను, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ టీ నెక్స్ట్ నేమ్ అన్నాను. టీ నెక్స్ట్ నేమ్ అంటే డిడిడి వచ్చింది ఇందాక. డిడిడి కామా సిసిసి. డిడిడి కామా సిసిసి అంటే మనకి ఏ వాల్యూ వస్తుంది? గ్రేటర్ వాల్యూ వస్తుంది. అవునా?
ఎస్ సార్.
సో గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 0 ఏమొచ్చిందో అన్నది అసలు అనవసరం. ఓకే, లెస్ దాన్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్ టు 0 కాదా? కాదు. అలా చూసుకుందాం అనమాట.
ఓకే సార్.
అర్థమైందమ్మా? క్లియరా కదా?
అర్థమైంది సార్.
ఓకే, సో ఎనీ
Thank
మోర్
you,
డౌట్? ఓకే దెన్. ఓకే, ఎనీ మోర్ డౌట్?
No, sir.
right? See, today I will share the program. Once I finish the class, I will share this program. So you need to practice it once or twice. If you practice all the possible cases, then it will be very easy for you. Got it? Everyone, you need to
Yes, sir.
practice it. Without practicing, it is very difficult for you. Okay, once or twice, if you practice, if you take a list and if you practice, then it will become very easy for you to understand this particular code. Okay, fine. Now, this is our list which we have created, a sorted list which we have created. Okay, now the next portion is to display. So if I want to display it, same like we have done previously, just if it is equal to null, we can say that the node is not existing, otherwise p will be assigned to head. While p not equal to null, we will be traversing through the entire list. P is equals to p name, p phone number will be displayed, then p is equals to p of next, in the sense it will go to the second node, then it will go to the third, fourth, fifth, like that it will continue. Okay, so this is nothing new, already we have done this, so you can practice it. Now this removal is something challenging for us. Okay. Now, so for suppose we have this list which is already we have created a list. Now I just want to remove a node from this sorted list. So last two programs, it was very easy for us because last in first out, the first node is deleted. Simply we are pointing the head to the next position and our job is done. So in case of second node, sorry, if it in case of Q, the last node is deleted and our job is done. Okay, last node is deleted and our job is done. Now, what about removing a node in the sorted list? So this is challenging for us. So first suppose, no, first what I have to do here is I need to read a name. I need to read a name in some str. Why? Because I am just removing it as per uh, the name which is entered. For suppose I just want to remove the first name. I just want to remove the first name. Okay. Now, first I'm checking is head is equals to null. Is head is equals to null. No, head is not equal to null. Then it comes to the next part with the highlighted code. Now, strcmp of head name comma str equal to 0. So head name is AAA. The str is also AAA. Just don't ignore the case here, or otherwise, okay, not avoid the confusion. Of course, the case is also same. For suppose strcmp of head name comma str equal to 0. It is equal to 0. Then first we are pointing p with head. First we are pointing p with head. P is pointed to head. Then head is equals to head next. What is head next contains? Head next contains the address of DBB. Head is equals to head next. Then free P in the sense this particular node is deleted. That particular node is deleted. Node deleted and it is going to return. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, because just we are removing the first node here. If the head name comma str is equals to 0, then we are just removing that first node, and then just the next pointer. By taking the next pointer, we are going to the next node, and the job is done there. Or suppose if it is not the first node, if it is the node which is something in the middle. Okay. I think we lost the connection here. This is how we are having the connection. Now, for suppose I want to remove DDD. I want to remove DDD. Now I have given in str DDD. Then piece of code needs to be handled now. This piece of code needs to be handled. Now, P is equals to head. First I have assigned P with head. While P not equal to null. So while P not equal to null means while P doesn't go to the end of the list. Now str CMP of P next name comma str. See, for suppose in the second case, for example, I'm ignoring the head node here. Just ignoring the head node. This portion first. P is assigned to head while P next name comma str not equal to 0. What is P next name? P next name is CCC. P next name is CCC. అంటే ఇప్పుడు సెకండ్ కేసులో ఏమవుతుందండి, ఫస్ట్ హెడ్ చూస్తుంది, హెడ్ ఫస్ట్ నోడ్ కాదు కాబట్టి మనం సెకండ్ నోడ్ నుంచి కంపారిజన్స్ మొదలు పెట్టాలి కాబట్టి పీ హెడ్ పాయింట్ చేసాం. అండ్ వైల్ స్టిఆర్ సిఎంపీ ఆఫ్ పీ నెక్స్ట్ నేమ్ కామా ఎస్టిఆర్ నాట్ ఈక్వల్ టు 0. పీ నెక్స్ట్ నేమ్ అంటే సిసిసి, సిసిసి కామా డిడిడి నాట్ ఈక్వల్ టు 0, ట్రూ. దెన్ పీ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు పీ నెక్స్ట్. P is equals to P next. P next contains the address of CCC. So it moves to the next node. Then again, while strcmp of P next name comma str not equal to 0. What is P next name? P next name. The address of DDD is contained here. P next name DDD. DDD comma DDD not equal to 0. False. DDD comma DDD not equal to 0, false. Then what I am doing again, if P not equal to null, if P is not equal to null, then I come here strcmp of P next name comma str is equals to 0. What is P next name? P next name DDD equal to 0 అయితే then T is equals to P next. I'm taking another pointer here T. So T contains now. Okay, let me do it here. P is equals to P next. P next అంటే ఏంటమ్మా, DDD తాలూకు అడ్రస్. సో P contains no P next. P next is equals to T next. P next is equals to T next. P next is equals to T next. What is T next? T next contains the address of DDD. Okay. P next is equals to T next. What is T next? T next contains of E. So it is pointed to this one. Got my point? Again I repeat, once See here. P not equal to null. str is the empty of p next name comma str. P next name. P next name is ddd. Ddd comma ddd equal to 0 is true. Then t is equals to p next. P next contains the address of ddd. Now t is pointing to ddd. P next is equals to t next. T next contains address of e. So address of e will be stored in t next. Like this. Okay. If t is equals to tail, no, t is not equal to tail, then I'm saying pre-t. Pre-t, no, this is removed. This is removed. Okay. This is removed. The node is deleted and simply we are going to return. Got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is how we are going to return. So I will just share you the code. So check whether how last node, if you are deleting last node, whether a tail is pointing to the previous node or not. If any string is given which is not there in the list, how it is going to work out. You do it on the paper, you take it as an assignment, and if there is any difficulty in that, you can ask me tomorrow so that I can explain you again. Okay, so all request everyone to work on this code. Okay, I will share you the code in a document now. Got it? Any doubt in the today's class?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Okay then. Fine, thank you. We will stop here today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.